The Whitecaps get back to 500 with a 2-0 win over Real Salt Lake here at BC Place on Wednesday. Certainly full value for the points tonight for Vancouver, even though there were some nervy moments. They didn't start well, and they certainly didn't end well, but they did not concede in the dying moments as they have previously. They still would have seen this game out, but they get the clean sheet, which I think was important tonight for their confidence defensively. They haven't had a shutout in league play in almost 3 months, so they get their fourth shutout of the year tonight and get 3 important points in the tight Western Conference. They're now within a single point of Salt Lake for a third in the West. Some talking points off tonight's game. We'll start with Masato Kudo, who made his return not just to the 18-man roster, but started tonight up front for Carl Robinson, which was a little bit of a surprise considering Kudo hadn't had any minutes since his awful collision with Chicago's goalkeeper back in mid-May. He suffered a concussion and a broken jaw that day, so a nice reception for Kudo as he came out for the start of the game and also when he left just after the 70-minute mark. It was a good shift for him, moved well, had some decent combinations with his teammates tonight, almost scored just before he came off, had a breakaway that he shot right at the goalkeeper, some tired legs perhaps in his return to action, but he played a role on the opening goal. Likes to get his nose in the box, which is important. The Caps don't have a lot of players who really like to just drive into the 6-yard box, and Kudo's presence in front certainly created a little bit of a distraction as the own goal went in off Matthias Laba's low cross, and then 3 minutes after that a terrific goal from Kristen Teixeira. Goal of the week stuff, and that'll be our second talking point. Maybe the biggest thing we take out of this game tonight is Teixeira finally back. He scored his second goal in as many games. Okay, the one came from the penalty spot against Colorado. He still drew that penalty and still had to finish it off, and looks like he's got a little bit of pep back in his game. We haven't seen that out of the bug much this year, but had a spark tonight. Terrific goal, 30-yard strike into the top corner, and the Caps will certainly hope that gets him going. They need him right now. Kukuda Mane out with an injury, so the Caps a little bit thin on the wing. And then the way they closed it out really is the final talking point tonight. Still a bit of a concern there. They gave up a late goal to Toronto, of course, in the Canadian final. Another one in the 95th minute against Colorado, and they certainly didn't see this game out with much confidence. Some nervy moments. A late save from David Osted. Crossbar as Yura Movsisian strikes it off the bar in the dying minutes. They would have won this game anyway, 2-1, but nice to get a shutout tonight. They hadn't had one of those in a long, long time, so I think important that they kept that clean sheet, but they still need to figure out a way to close games out with more confidence. Quick note, Marcel de Jong made his Caps debut tonight, coming off the bench for about 20-25 minutes in the second half, and a shaky debut for him, but tired legs. Carl Robinson ascribed that one to, as he's just arrived here and just getting settled in, and look for him to get some more minutes. If not Saturday at home to Orlando, then certainly next week against Crystal Palace in that friendly. Head to theprovince.com for more, and you can also find my scribblings on the Vancouver Sun as well, and pick up the paper. Follow me on Twitter @ProvinceWeber, and we'll talk to you soon.